Scott Ingram. I'm the president and founder of Sozo Ministries International. We're an international Christian ministry that works around the world doing leadership development, church planting, and Christian outreach. One of the things that we were able to do this year here in Mbale was to host the first ever Police Appreciation Day. For us, this was a prophetic event. Our theme was the police and the community rising together. We wanted to call the police and the community up to another level in how they work together and how they view each other. We wanted especially for the police to be encouraged and to see the value that the community actually has for their services.
To the police, I tell you, the community of Mbale is your host. Everything that you see done on this ground today, every performance, every bit of food we're going to eat, every speech has all been given voluntarily by those people.
On the day of the event, I got to act kind of as the MC, the host, and watch the program roll along. We had some great things throughout the day. The first thing we did was the official opening ceremony, where we brought different representatives from the Christian faith and the Muslim faith together to welcome the community and to pray for the police. Although we are a Christian organization, we do value working together to build up our community with leaders of other religions. Our guest speaker for the day was Bishop Andrew Mutengu, who is the head of the Mbale Elders Fellowship. He delivered a message encouraging the police to raise their standard of character and integrity in how they work with the community.
Yes, there are also some officers who have not done it well. There are also those who have taken the wrong directions, done things that they are not supposed to do, but not all of them. And we want to encourage those that have taken the wrong direction to learn to do good. The Bible says, if you do good, you'll be appreciated.
Then we also challenged the community to speak a better word over the police. We wanted to challenge them in how we encourage and recognize what the police do instead of just spreading negative rumors.
Ladies and gentlemen, the police alone cannot do the work that they are doing and be effective without our contribution. I want to challenge the community at this point in time. My fellow civilians like me, the police needs our support. The police needs our contribution. The police, for us who are in church, need our prayers.
During the time in which the police shared their programs, they did some amazing displays. We had the fire brigade come and demonstrate how to use fire extinguishers to put out grease fires in your kitchen. They also brought in the fire truck, zooming past the crowd with the sirens wailing, and put out a tire fire at the end of the field. They brought the bomb-sniffing dogs and showed how they're trained to just in one single motion signal where the bomb is. The counterterrorism unit was there showing people how to be aware of what's going on in the community and to be an observer, that if you see something suspicious in your community, you shouldn't hide it from the police, but you should be open to sharing that information for the safety of the community.
They always say that terrorists are human beings like you and me, but it is very hard to identify who's a terrorist and who is not.
Fire brigade, take pause.
They brought in some of the riot control systems. One of them was the big truck that raises the ladder that can go straight up to the third story of a building, and the police can rush in with their guns if there's a crisis up in a building that's locked out from the ground floor. They also brought in the riot-controlled dogs that showed how they can attack, and they don't let go until they're commanded to by their master. It was a very interesting day, and the crowd was very excited. Following the police presentations, I had an opportunity to challenge the police on behalf of the religious community. I challenged the local RPC to give us his 6 best police officers against 6 of us out-of-shape pastors and challenged them to a game of tug-of-war. Surprisingly, us pastors pulled the police across the line. But even this, we believe, is a prophetic example to them that it's the prayers of the religious community, especially these pastors, that are going to be pulling the police up to a higher place. In the afternoon, we were able to make some awards and recognitions to many of the police who've given 30 years or longer to service to this community.
Imo called Samuel, 1980, 39 years of service.
We were able to recognize those who are about to retire or those who have just in some way shown outstanding character in their police service. Already since the event, we have received so much feedback from both the police and the local church that it's raised a new day, a new standard for life together in the Mbale community. The police are recognizing that the community do love them and appreciate them, and we are praying for them.
I want first and foremost to thank my outgoing RPC, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Betongeza Abraham, together with all my teammates, for us to be considered and appreciated by the community. Thanks and glory be to God.
I'm very excited to see that the community can come up and make for us this, as you can see. It started small and it grew into this.
Within the church, I've had many pastors come and tell me that they see their responsibility as community leaders coming up to a higher level in how they're supposed to pray for the police and encourage the police. And some of them are even planning further outreaches to the police. Moving forward, we don't know if we have plans to make this an annual event, but we would like to. If the community continues to come together and want to serve our police, we're happy to take the lead on this event in the future. We've also been asked if we're going to take this to other districts around Mbale. My home is here in Mbale. I don't have a reason to go to other districts and do this for the police there. But we would encourage that if the community in other districts would like to do something like this to honor and challenge their police, that we would love to come alongside you and help guide you in planning this same sort of event.
I believe, my people, you have seen, leave alone the police being found at the counter. Leave alone that. But you have seen the job that the police does. You have seen it here. It's not only writing. It's not only writing. No. It's not only arresting. No. It is more than that. So I believe that police is part and parcel of our lives, our daily lives. Because you have heard even the testimony where they say the police never sleeps. They never close their doors. You have never found a police station closed. You always knock and enter. and report and be attended to. That's the police.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Ingram and I'm with Sozo Ministries. We are originally from Texas, but we've been blessed to call Mbale our home for the past year. And in light of the Police Appreciation Day, I was the vision bearer for that event. So it happened because I started to recognize the police when I was going through town. And I started seeing them and noticing them, but I was also putting together that whenever I hear people talking about the police, and unfortunately many times when we hear people talking about the authority figures in Uganda, there are too many negative things being said. And I was convicted that life and death are in the power of the tongue. And I was convicted that we really reap what we sow. And I know I'm guilty, I know my friends are guilty, and I was just aware that we've been speaking negative things over our police. And I wanted to do something to appreciate them and to thank them and to just start something new. So I originally had an idea that I would write some thank you letters and make some cookies and present something to the police station. Just a very small thing to say, I recognize you and I want to thank you and appreciate you. But I shared the idea with some friends and we shared it with some churches, and everyone agreed that this is true and it's something that we really need to back behind. We need to do this more. So this idea was shared and it was spread and it was really taken up by many people across Mbale, and the small idea turned into a large event. It was really interesting to see because it was not something that was forced. You cannot force appreciation. So people came together to donate, to volunteer, to give, to support, to encourage. We had radio stations were sponsoring time for us to talk about this event and why we were doing it. We had a marching band. They volunteered their time and efforts and they donated that to be a part of this. We had over 3,000 people show up to hear what was being said and to better understand what was really going on.
I want to applaud the community members. When you hear the police have arranged a community meeting, please spare time and hear from them, because it's from learning that we are able to assess ourselves, correct ourselves, and work together as a team.
Another thing that we really wanted to showcase and bring out on this Police Appreciation Day was who are the police, what do they do, why are they here for us, and how can we contact them, what can we do when we need them. So all of the different police units were able to show their skills and show their equipment, and it was really educational because people cannot respect something they don't understand. So this was a day that the public got to see the police in a new way, and it was really exciting to see the police be so proud of all of the amazing things that they can do and all of the amazing gear and equipment and the services that they do provide for us. So it was a really special day to honor them and to appreciate them and to just see them standing tall and proud and with integrity and just being proud of what they can do. It was a really awesome day. Because this event was something that Mbale has never seen, we were also told it's something that Uganda has never seen. It sparked a lot of interest. We had sponsors, we had businesses, we had individuals, schools. We had so many different people that wanted to learn more and they wanted to be a part of this and they wanted to show their support for the police.
It is very exciting that the people of Mbale, the leaders, the religious leaders, the church leaders, the business community have come up and decided to appreciate us for what we do. It is true that sometimes we are not perfect, sometimes we don't get it right, but it is also true that most times we do a good job, but very few people recognize it.
One of our main hopes for this event was that the community would see the police in a new way and that the community would take more responsibility over the words that we're speaking over these people. but we also wanted to encourage the police to also see themselves in a new way and to also take responsibility for their actions. So we really wanted this to be a time where the police and the community would rise up together in their words, in their actions, and just in their character. We want this to be something that will encourage both parties to have more integrity and to bless each other.
What I want to tell the community out there is, gone are the days that we must fear the police. It is time to respect the police. And likewise, the police will respect you and serve you. Go to the police at whatever time when you have a problem without fear, and you'll be served. At this material time, I want to remind my own colleagues, the police officers, at all rankings, they must be able to understand that the community members is the reason why we exist. It's why we must be able to serve them.
I want to thank Bishop Mutengu. I want to thank all the religious community that joined us. I want to thank the schools. I want to thank all those people who came, who attended this function and who made it a colorful day. I encourage the community to work with police, to be close to police. Police is very good. Work with us, give us information, and we shall do for you a good job. I thank you very much.